44. We're gonna see the Embo Isabelle, which is super surprising. I'm actually very surprised. I don't know if he has an Isabelle, or if I've seen the Isabelle. But sure is Isabelle, and that is exciting. We love to see it. We're going into game 1 here. And already we see Embo's in advantage. This is, I mean, exactly what I expected personally from Embo's Isabelle. Very, very, very good. One of the best Isabelles in the state, and it's not close, I'll be honest. I think Embo's a solid top 3 Isabelle, right next to the one who I fought in the one online tournament. I think it was the box, but I don't remember. Anyway, I won via timeout game 3. That's how I made it out of pools. Just like Embo made it out of pools at so many tournaments, and he's showing his prowess here. I thought that was gonna be the whale play. It wasn't quite. Didn't quite go for it. I don't know if he knows about it or if he's saving it, maybe pocketing it for game 5. We don't know. But SuperKernel just not getting the edge guard here, and this could be a pretty big chance. I mean, Embo has the header, and because of that, SuperKernel does not. That could be detrimental to SuperKernel here if he does not find a way to steal out the stock soon. Oh, but gets it and tries to repocket it. Doesn't quite work though. And this game is even, which is really funny. This is huge. This is huge for Embo. You know, I think the Archer, with how good his Isabelle is in this game here, should be untimed out. Actually taking the first stock, this might be one of the best Isabelles again in the state. I mean, we're seeing it here, we're seeing it now, and challenging all of these dangerous weak aerials that we saw, taking out player after player. Goes for the fish guard for the first time. Goes for the tag. This is why he might be, honestly, he might be the best Isabelle in the state. I mean, having a 2-stock lead over SuperKernel, who's been dominating this bracket all day, and doesn't die to the F throw. I think, what's that whip? Deep breathing? I didn't quite see. But Embo is just going in, just knows exactly what, I almost said Xavier, what SuperKernel wants out of disadvantage here. And is continuing the pressure. So can he close out the stock? This is oh my god, Embo's at 88. And this is why Wii Fit can never be slept on at any point in the game. But Embo just can't stay safe here, pocketing the soccer ball, and this is a little bit of what started the lead that we saw early in this game. Can he do something similar this game? Sets up the ledge trap. Does SuperKernel know what to do? He does, actually. Having that Wii Fit experience, probably from all of the hours he's played against a Wii Fit, that wouldn't make sense. Oh, but the down tilt. Embo not quite ready for the down tilt. This could be SuperKernel's chance to even up this game or potentially take it. But Embo needs one more good up air, one more good hit. Takes the soccer ball from SuperKernel. Does SuperKernel know how to close this? Runs out of deep breathing, won't have it for a little bit. And by that I mean a little bit, a little bit. Sets up the left trap once again, open the double nair. I call that the 2019 Squirtle. Goes for the tackle once again, just to flex, didn't even need it that time. Goes for the stage play, and that's Embo taking game 1 with Isabelle, as we all knew was going to happen. Obviously, everybody knew he was going Isabelle, everybody knew that Isabelle was going to win, everybody knew that he really, really wanted to go Isabelle this game. This might be the, might be a new contender for, one of the best Isabelles in the world. You know, right under, you know, names like, Kept, right under names like, Renai, right under names like me at 3 AM, you know? Actually going to the duck hunt, not, I think, trusting the Isabelle fully. I think maybe just wanting, maybe a tempo switch. We might see the Isabelle come back later in the set. He might be pocketing it for a potential game 5. Again, we don't know. But I think we got a lot of really good info off that game 1. So I'm very curious to see how he uses that info in game 2. I mean, that's one thing about character switching is, I mean, you know, what does SuperKernel know about Embo's duck hunt today. You know, how it's playing, how it might play, how it's going to play, the mind game we might be setting up. Embo learned so much from going Isabelle there that this might be pretty huge for him. Going to Battlefield, which I feel like is a decent state for both characters. I could literally just be wrong about that because I'm actually just completely guessing. But they both want to go to Battlefield, so I'm going to assume that. Can't see up there. It doesn't kill. But again, we will beat it with deep breathing. It's just going to kill you constantly. And that is just a constant of life. Although Embo, knowing about that roll habit, maybe looking for it a little bit more than he let on there. Didn't quite actually cover it, but I don't know what Frank's talking about at all. And you know, that's why Frank, you know, this might be one of the best Chroms in the state, up there with Frank and Pokepet, you know? I'd say those are probably the top 5 best Chroms right now in Washington. Oh, actually, I forgot about a few, I apologize, but I still think that Frank surely is top 2, just like how Embo is showing why Wii Fit might be top 5 in this game. I mean, this is a pretty close game. Oh, and the F smash again! Going back to what I said earlier games, the hitboxes from Wii Fit are just so all over the place. It's hard to predict exactly what's going to happen. It's hard to think about all of the options at the same time. Because of that, we're seeing a very similar situation to earlier in the game. And gets the down air. That's going to be game 2 going to SuperKernel. And, I mean, the Zuckman counter pick not quite working out. The Isabelle went a lot better. I feel like maybe, that might have been a kind of download game. Maybe preparing for set 2 a little bit mentally. We don't know. Maybe preparing for the next bracket. If they fight at, just trying to get some kind of download here with this duck hunt, but it didn't quite work out. Which is, totally fair, totally happens. We're gonna see the... Oh, he's thinking about it. We don't know for sure. Locks in the Isabelle. It's going to be Isabelle for game 3. Embo back to his main for this game 3. I think maybe got a bit of info again, like game 2. And we're gonna be going on PS2. I could have swore on my life that they went here game 1, but maybe not. Oh, it knows exactly how to edgeguard Wii Fit with Isabelle! And doesn't quite kill. What the? Goes for some tech I've never seen. I'll tell you that much. Oh, Colonel actually going deep for that. And it cost him, but not quite costing him the stock though. Wii Fit with deceptively good recovery, kind of Bowser-esque, some might say, in that way. Without delay. Colonel starting straight at Embo, trying to make up this lead, and Embo just not having it, using just quick hitboxes. Gets the grab, up throw is going to kill. Like, kills surprisingly early. It's around 1... It's about there, you know, it's about 140-ish. I think it definitely kills around there, as it just did. And, Embo just playing very, very safely, just using these aerial hitboxes, just denying space with all of these hitboxes. And that's why Embo, again, one of the best Isabelles of all time, really to ever do it. I feel like even including Smash 4, this is definitely one of the best Isabelles to ever touch Smash. And I feel like it's really not too close of a race. I feel like maybe it's like Embo, then like maybe Kept, maybe Renai, maybe oh, actually, you know what, Sheep might be up there. However, Mia 3AM does unfortunately sweep all of them. And the soccer ball, I think Colonel forgetting about his own tools there a little bit. You have to constantly remember what Isabelle had pocketed. Same with Villager. But I mean, similar situation, very similar situation actually, almost identical to game 1. Yeah. And in game 1, it got down a bit to the wire just because of how the deep breathing is. Embo baiting out the get up attack. Aware of these habits. SuperKernel is trying to bait out an approach, and it actually works. It actually gets a huge confirm off it. Not trusting himself with the aerial. But it's like it could have been a huge combo, but doesn't quite get it. The ledge trapping, it's hard to remember. It's similar to C4 in a way. It's kind of like C4 and grenade at the same time, but only on the ground, and sometimes it's really horrible, and hopefully you can break it. You know? So, kind of like all of Snake's best moves wrapped into one, if you ask me. And, he's commentating. I am Avenue. You can follow me at, Twitter.com/Avenue, but there's 3 U's and no E, but only at the ends. Just like how SuperKernel followed with that back air. This could be huge. I like the fact that people can't tell. That means I'm doing a really good job, in my opinion. Tembo is going Game & Watch for Game 4. Now up 2-1 against SuperKernel. So Snickledorf maybe having a bit of influence in this choice. He actually just made that up, and I'm not joking.
I'm very mad.
I'm doing great. Thank you, Peckwick. I actually appreciate that a lot. That sounded sarcastic. I was being genuine that time. Everything I've said has been sarcastic, except for that. I can now. You get it. You get it. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate it, Chief. I appreciate all of you so much. Everyone watching. And we got a Game 5. You were sad, but now you have hope. I have a bit of hope with Embo the Game & Watch to bring it to well, I mean, this is set point for SuperKernel here. I'm actually going for some pretty good damage, going for the offensive for not quite getting it with the fair there. That bomb is pretty scary because that covered 2 different options, or 3 actually, out of the 4 that SuperKernel had there. And Embo's Game & Watch, I feel like, is a lot more, I want to say honestly, similar aggression to Snickledorf, who is probably the best Game & Watch in the world. Although recently switched to Snake, and now he is one of the worst Snakes in the world. Unfortunately for him, I don't know why he switched for that. The down air actually killing only Embo. I think maybe he thought he was Toon Link, but he's not. And that's why you know, just going for all of these options is SuperKernel, but no one actually crossing him the stock here. This is an even game. What I would say if SuperKernel did not press down B, but this is looking scary. I mean, against Game & Watch, he has obviously a pretty good recovery. Unless you do that right on top of Wii Fit, who can just kill. Especially Game & Watch, who's just paper thin. Going for the narrow to shield. Interesting choice. Gets the bear. This is a pretty decent advantage. Goes for the bear, doesn't quite get it. That actually could have been a kill. Genuinely. From Embo, but didn't quite get it. Could that be? I saw the stage spike, I saw the vision, didn't quite get it. The stage spikes have been working in Embo's favor very well. Down smash wasn't. Tournament stock for SuperKernel. And I know Embo does not want this to go to Game 5. I know he's trying his absolute hardest here. Oh, but SuperKernel gets the up air with that deep breathing, and it's just so strong. All of Leaf's options with deep breathing. Deep breathing are just so strong. I will kill the top, especially against Game & Watch. I see it again. It's just so late. And
controller.
give me your controller, I'll win Grand Prix.
Oh yeah, of course. I believe you.
I beat Isabelle 2 times in a row.
That's to.
We're going to Northern Cave. Something huge for Embo here. A huge advantage because it is game 5. And because Embo just lost, he now has kind of big advantage. And he's going with the tried and true. It looks like the tried and true Isabelle. He is going into it.
Controller goal. I'm not even gonna put the space.
Game 5. Very tense situation. Embo forced back onto his main. Neither of his secondaries really working out that well. And how will this start? It'll start by SuperKernel immediately losing a stock off a stage spike. Embo has been very good at fighting those all set. And just again playing safe, playing to be untradeable, knows that SuperKernel really only has boxing through that pocket that Isabelle has. And is just perfectly content with this stealing these items and going for this pressure as a mix-up of sorts. Double edge trap actually gets it. But no pull-up, I think that could have been a kill if he followed up with up air, but didn't. Maybe saving it for later in the set. That Nair up smash, similar setup to what we saw last game, similar setup to what we've seen before. Not quite hitting the Phantom hitbox, actually hitting. He was just barely not true. If Embo had been holding down, that would have connected. I like that shield pressure from Embo, using the jab to kind of deter, immediately breaking the landmine there. But very doable. Oh, but the fair coming out right before he's able to get hit by back air. It's gonna be huge for Embo. Gets the fair, weak fair. Now he's in edge guard position, but now he's being edge guarded in a different position, and now they switch positions, and now SuperKernel is in a really good position to come back here in this game. And again, the Isabelle tech just to flex. There is no reason to do that whatsoever. But Embo just knows that he's just trying to get to his opponent's head. SuperKernel ready. Oh, a post for the whale, but doesn't press back. That was actually the play that would have closed out the stock. But Nair is going to close out the stock. I didn't know that was a kill move until right now. Embo, just so aware of Isabelle's options and so aware of weak hits at the same time, goes across the stage, knows he cannot be punished for it. And Embo just in prime position to win this tournament from winner's side without dropping a single set. This might be the Isabelle that wins back in blood. Only time will tell though, as Xavier, I mean not Xavier, I keep saying that, SuperKernel gets the header spike. And again, just that untradeable landmine. You can't be too greedy against this Isabelle. Sets up the ledge trap. Covers jump, but just a hair late. And now we fit his offstage without a jump. Embo knows this. Goes for me. Gets the up smash, and that's going to be the tournament. Embo winning. With arguably his best character. Might be one of the best Isabelles in the